They've got 3 games ahead, haven't they? They face Ipswich on Saturday. They've got Birmingham and Reading. So you just wonder, could it have been used or perhaps taken, particularly given the low attendances in the last couple of years, whether they could have used that as a pre-season format. But look, it is what it is. We'll look forward to it. 3 teams in the Orient group. It's been drawn, of course, Charlton, Wimbledon, and of course Brighton under 23. So 2 of the 3 sides we saw last year in the same competition.
It's a competition when social distancing until you get to the final is never a problem.
Yeah, but look, I mean, you always look for the positives. There was always a chance the O's could have had to trek down to perhaps Devon and Plymouth, Exeter. There's a lot of long journeys in that southern section. So look, I think the draw's been made, and Ross Embleton will try and utilise that, particularly with the squad that he's got. There'll be players and there'll be rotation.
Spurs are out for the start of the second half. Leyton, Orient just warming up. I think there's lots of changes, aren't there, for Spurs?
Yeah, it looks that way, doesn't it? We'll have to confirm the starting 11 for the second half. It certainly looks as though Spurs are making some substitutions, and Orient will do. Perhaps on the hour mark, it looks as though from an Orient perspective it will be the same 11 that finished the first half, but we'll try and get confirmation of the changes that Spurs have made.
Lots of people asking for shout-outs at the start in the first half, and there was just no time because of all the action that was happening. So an opportunity to catch up. Tom is listening in Edmonton, Canada, where it's the afternoon. He should be working, but I would imagine that he would much rather watch the game. And David's saying that Richard has been watching this one, and he's been doing it wearing his scarf. We say good evening to Les, listening in Chelmsford, and the second half is off and underway. Leyton Orient in the all-red kit, Spurs with the white shirts and the dark blue navy shorts and white socks, as across from Jordan Maguire-Drew is captured by the Spurs goalkeeper. We're going through the shout-outs. We're also saying hello to Martin and Julie. Richard Wilkie has got his in-laws round. Dave and Christy watching this one. Joel is saying that Ricky Peppershaw is a Spurs supporter, so that'll be interesting. I assume Dad is a Orient fan. Michael is watching from Scranton in Pennsylvania. So too is Russ, both out in the USA. Matt Simpson is a fan of both Spurs and Leyton Orient. And Orient Bird saying, can we say hello to Wob Stone? Kevin saying David Jones and Diane would like a hello. And John saying, can we say hello to Big Ryan, who's watching from Worcester. And Lee saying, Wob Stone would love to be here. It does feel like a privilege. And Matt's working very hard, trying to work out who Spurs have got out there in the second half, because we don't have team sheets.
No, we don't.
We're getting there, aren't we?
Yeah, I think
I might have to look over your shoulder.
Well, I think Spurs have made 4 substitutions at the break, David. It looks as though it's the same back line, albeit the trialist has moved into centre half. So they line up with a new goalkeeper in the second half, and we know that is definitely Josh Oluwayemi. He is in goal for Spurs. As I say, it's a back 4 line. It's McCandy on the left-hand side. The trialist has moved in to the centre-half position. It's the familiar Okandina who is also at centre-half. George Marsh has moved to right-back as Spurs try and build an attack here.
They do, wide on the far side. The cross into the Leyton Orient penalty. And it'll go away. I thought it was going to go away for a goal kick. In fact, James Dayton keeps the ball in play wide on the right-hand side, and he moves forward. No changes for the O's, are there?
No changes for the O's, but to complete the Spurs lineup, they've got the 2 in the middle, which again is as it was in the first half. Elliot Thorpe and Brooklyn Lyons Foster. And they've made 3 changes in their attack for the second half. It's a 4-man line, really. Looks as though it's a 4-2-3.